Kyalami United is a football club that is based in Kyalami and Midrand. So it's been existing for quite some time, and we are coaching the kids from the age of 5 until 17. We've been working closely with the soccer schools, but we're currently working with the Football Hub International. So yeah, the club has been doing exceptionally well within the Northern League. So yeah, that's Kyalami United. We've got a very big vision. Our vision is to actually be part of the GDL in the nearest future, which we're working extremely hard to make sure that we understand the ins and outs. As we've already started with the RESA, we're working with the under-13s. And so we're trying to get all the logistics and the know-how of running the GDL as a team. But our vision in the next 2 years, 3 years is to find ourselves competing in the GDL space. So this it's about giving the kids the exposure to be able to mingle with the best and the rest in the world. So we're trying to do what we can to make sure that we give the kids the opportunity to see how the other countries play football, And this tournament is about giving the kids the opportunity to compete at the highest level. So we're also trying to give them a different space and a different angle of football to say, listen, there's quite a number of things that you guys can learn by just watching the other teams, by competing, as they've been part of training sessions with Barcelona and watching some of the few matches with the guys. I think that also give the kids the opportunity to understand their level and how are they supposed to conduct themselves through their training sessions, So yeah, that's the whole story in a nutshell. Tomorrow we're taking the kids to Girona or holiday camp. They'll be working with the Girona coaches from the academy space. Also be part of the Girona stadium to do a stadium tour. I think the other thing is that we brought probably 5 teams, which is under 10, under 11, 2 teams, and under 13 and under 17s. We've got few age groups that we brought this time. Last year we brought 3, but this time we moved to 5. Yeah, so Tiama Academy is one of the teams that we're working closely with. We always try to maintain the relationship and create the relationship with the other clubs. And we firmly believe that they've got what it takes to compete at the SAF Cup tournament that is going to take place from the 27th. So they're also part of the group that we brought into the mix because they saw this as the best opportunity for the kids to learn and be able to grow and see how other teams out there are conducting themselves. Yeah, it's been a very hectic move, to be honest, before we can even get to where we are today, doing our second tour. I had to work with David as the owner of Last Spot. His company is doing exceptionally well in Spain. They are organizing a lot of tours for most of the clubs. It was not an easy task. We had to agree on certain things and be able to understand each other and come up with a common understanding and grounds in terms of how are we going to make the whole tour to become successful. So it was not an easy duty, but by God's grace, fortunate enough with our level of professionalism as Kyalami United, we've managed to convince him to help us to be part of the tour. It's very easy. So what they can do, they can come to the Football Hub International. That's where we actually start with our whole initiative, where we look at the kids, their attributes and their talent, and what can we do to improve them. When our kids are doing well within that space, that's where we start considering them or looking at the opportunity for them to be part of Kyalami United. And then if they're part of Kyalami United, that's where they can get the opportunity to go with us overseas and do all the tours and all these extraordinary events.